optioni, we are talking cars. This is the Hyundai Tucson or Tucson, depending on where you're watching from. So this particular model is the top of the range 1.6 elite model. So it features a 7-speed DCT gearbox. It features a 1.6 turbocharged engine. It offers you good power, but it's something that we'll look into a bit later on. Now from the front, how to really characterize or differentiate this one. It is feature packed. If you look at it, there is a strong chrome bull bar from the front. You get this shiny chrome-ish grille and these shiny daytime running lights. Not so much for this part, but yes, this is what you get. Now this being the top of the range, once again you do get adaptive lights, and then this part does illuminate when you turn, which is something that I will show a bit later on. And this being an SUV, of course, you do want it to have a bit of bumper cladding of some sort. Yeah, it needs to be a bit utilitarian somewhat. So stepping over to the sides, you do find this is equipped with 19-inch alloy rims, diamond cut. So it's a two-tone between dark graphite color and the shiny silver. That also matches the shiny chrome bits that are used throughout the car, like your window surrounds, your door handles, and these flamboyant side steps. So I think, yeah, profile side, it is a good family-sized SUV. It is slightly bigger than the likes of the Hyundai Creta, the Hyundai Kona, and the Hyundai Venue. So yes, this is the top of the range. It does feature this big panoramic sunroof, which adds a lot of air into the car, a lot of tranquility of some sort. It's a great feature. I love it. I really can't help myself. I love it. What are your thoughts on the looks of this one, especially compared to the outgoing model? Yay, nay, which one is nicer? Have they stepped up or have they regressed? Now let's continue with the car. You do find the Tucson nameplate that is also placed over there. Just wanted to highlight that out. And as for the rear section, if you look quite closely, you can see that it is a bit reminiscent of the previous i20, which is not a bad thing. It still looks good nonetheless. I think, yeah, it is quite a familiar feature. Now, one other familiar touch or feature that's on this car, on this end rather, are these tail lights. They're quite slim and they match the shape of the ones in front. You do get the Tucson nameplate over there, and this being a big car, you do want the inclusion of PDC sensors. So that in combination with the rear reverse camera, it aids with your parking. Now let's step over onto the side. You will see that it says turbo 4-wheel drive, which great, and then you find these dual exit tail pieces. So this is it for the looks of the Hyundai on the outside. What do you think? I'm particularly interested in knowing what you think, especially compared to the new outgoing model. Let's now move on. So this is what the boot area looks like. So for the overseas market, this is where the automatic tailgate opening function will be, but in this case we don't have any. And then this is the cover that you get over there, which is quite nice. It's retractable, just like that. And this is the space. This is what the SUV gives you in terms of space. So quite decent, I think. And then do we get a light? Okay, yes we do. There's a light over there. There's a 12-volt power supply. There's a mounting point, something to mount or tie to over there, tie down point maybe. And then let's check underneath. Beautiful. You get a fully sized spare wheel, which matches all the other ones that you get on the car, which is really great. I love that. Now this is where your jack is housed. There's a bit of space for your tools, I guess. And this is the cover is adjustable on 2 levels, so one being where it is and the other one being over there. Then you can also open this part to see what's underneath there. I don't know, you will still, I don't know, something in there. But yeah, this is space. Really impressed with it. Quite decent. Can you really open the seats from this end? No, I don't think so. So you need to go all the other way, all the way around. So let's go all the way around. So this is what your door card looks like. You get really nice leather that is used throughout, nice and soft over there, really hard plastic used over there, and then this is nice and soft. So this is like the in-between of these two. You get a really nice and plush armrest to use over there. Electronic mirror controls. Only the driver benefits from a 1 power up or down functionality. This is where you operate your electronic mirror controls. Yeah, and then you get a really decent storage area over here, and a really big bottle or cup holder. I like that. So yeah, this is what it looks like. Oh, and a speaker cutout. Your speakers are housed over there and over there. Okay, as for the interior overview, this is what it looks like. Yeah, it looks quite decent. I think really nice patterns that are used throughout, but let's really do it properly. So okay, both seats are electronically operated. The driver also benefits from a lumbar support functionality, and then yeah, leather, really decent leather that is used. It has stood the test of time. Really good quality, really comfortable seats, and yeah, they're also quite supportive as you look at the side bolsters, and they look really decent, look really stylish. Let me go inside the car. So this is an overview of the cockpit. This is what it looks like. Okay, so you get a really decent steering wheel. It's nicely designed, feels really good in your hands, finished in leather as well. This is where you adjust your cruise control, and this is your menu buttons to toggle through the different menu items displayed over there. And then this is to then help with your your radio controls. Now, on this end, this is where you turn off your traction control. This is your blind spot monitoring button. You know, when you're driving and you want to change lanes, this is, yeah, there's an orange thingy that shows up on the mirror itself. This is where you adjust the brightness of the dials and so forth. And then this is where you adjust the angle of the headlights. And then this is to then help with your electronic wiper controls and then your electric lights. So you can see your engine start stop button over there. And then this, I really like this thing. This is it's called climate control. It's not an aircon or heater, it's climate control, because both temperatures can be set to be independent of one another. I like that. I also noticed that for the overseas market, because I'm based in South Africa, the overseas market gets 2 more buttons. One is for your heated seats and one is for your cooled seats, which is a functionality we don't have in this case. And this is a top of the range car, by the way. So a missed opportunity, maybe. So on this lower part, you get a 12-watt power supply over there, aux, USB, and your cigarette lighter if you do smoke. And then yeah, space, which is nicely rubberized over there, your 7-speed DCT shifter. And then yeah, this is where you get your drive mode selector. There are only 2 modes present. It's basically sports or normal, I guess. And then this is where your hill descent controls are placed, your diff lock, and to turn off your parking sensors. These are your 2 adaptive cup holders. One is slightly smaller than the other one, which also serves as a sanitizer holder. And then yeah, basically that serves as your coin holder. This is nice and decent, nicely padded, very comfortable. It is adjustable as well, so you can always do that. And then when you open it, it is quite decent. You can store your wallet and your keys. And yeah, this is it. Okay, so one thing that I really don't understand or I dislike about this car is this. I mean, what is this, guys? Come on. In a top of the range car, which is equipped with all the other features, and then you give me this, come on. The less I speak about it, the better. So this part is really hard to touch, but the design is really good. And then yeah, interestingly, this part then becomes soft. So this surround really hard, but this part really soft. Interesting design over there. And then okay, I noticed the angle is not so good. Okay, let me try this. Much better, much better. Hope you can pick it up, but I can see that as well. So yeah, you get these controls. This is to adjust your, to open your sunroof, which is nice and big, really decent. Favorite feature in the car, a really big panoramic sunroof, which opens all the way to the back. And then yeah, this is there to open and close. And then your sunglasses holder over there looks really good. And your reading lights, LED style. I like that. So I also like the fact that this, I forgot what it's called, you can also extend it over there. So when you can pull it over there to further protect yourself. And then there is a mirror house in there. And interestingly, you need to operate this manually to switch them on and off, which is really interesting. I've never seen that before. And then this opening, yeah, as you can see, it is not so big. Fairly big, but not so big. It could be better. Okay, as for the rear door cut as well, same treatment as the front, nice and soft. brushed aluminum effect used in the door handle, which is nice and steady, really good. Nothing to speak about over there. I mentioned the plastics, nice and soft, really hard, semi-soft, nicely padded. A really cute storage area. There is a space for your cup holder over there. Okay, so basically this is what your seats look like from the rear. Beautiful leather seats, really good materials throughout. And yeah, so you can really adjust the angle of the backrest, this part, by using this lever, or to open it also. And then the seat is not really, is it all the way back? I'm not too sure, but it might be. And you really get decent knee room and decent space. There is a net that is behind the driver's seat to store your items, and your rear aircon vents for the rear passengers, they benefit from that as well. And then you get ISOFIX mounting points, which are fixed. I really like that, so these are not getting lost. And let's open the center armrest. You get, is it nice and soft? Yes, it is nice and soft, but it's not adaptive, so you get really basic ones. And yeah, so you also do get a sunroof, but obviously it doesn't open. And this is it. Yeah, this is it. Is this it? This is it. Open road cruising is beautiful. Just taking it easy, cruising basically. You know, we're not chasing Nürburgring records here. We're just driving nicely. It's a chilled Sunday. It's a beautiful one. The weather is changing slightly, so it's gonna rain definitely. It's been so hot today, honestly, and who would mind? I wouldn't mind. Everything is nice and beautiful, except the screen over here. What is this thing? This tiny little thing. My face, come on, what is that? Yeah, if anything pisses me off, it has to be that thing. But it does what I need it to do. Mainly, you know, Bluetooth audio is there. Oh, danko. Bluetooth audio is there for me. There is USB, there is aux. That's basically what I need an entertainment screen for. Navigation, yes, if it's Android Auto enabled, then that also works for me. But yeah, that is the only thing that I miss. And this is where this part comes in really handy, because it hangs or it attaches to my phone, and then I've got navigation on my device. But of course, this thing over here does nothing to add to the looks of the car, which is great. You know, from the outside it looks amazing, from the inside, great, nice. Panoramic sunroof adds that extra flavor to it, and everything just works accordingly. So I'm gonna put it on sports mode, and then we're gonna take off. We're gonna take off from the robot, and it should be nice. It should be nice. It should be a really good experience. So I'm just gonna position it over here. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, let's pass the water first, and then foot flat. Alrighty. So yes, it can fly if you wanna fly, that's for sure. It definitely hangs on to gears. The gears are a lot quicker. It upshifts really quick as you, especially in sports mode. And then one thing that I've also picked up is it's a bit jerky at low speeds. In fact, not even at low speeds, between gear 1 and 2. Those are the only gears that need to reprogram so that they're a lot more seamless. I think it behaves more like a very manual car between the gear 1 and 2. So there's a bit of a delay. I don't know, maybe it could be this unit, or it could just be the character of the car. But yeah, if you learn to adjust to it or drive it accordingly, then it rewards that perfectly. So what I've picked up is that gear 1 to 2, it's either give it a bit of time for that second gear to engage, and once it does that, and then it's beautiful going forward, or I give it a beating. You know, no in between. If you just want to drive it in between, you'll feel like, I think it feels more like it gets stuck between gear 1 and 2. I've figured a way of how to drive the car as is. yeah, those are the downsides, or my only gripe. Well, the two things I don't like, it's that, and this once again. Yeah, this car will not be forgiven for this. And everything else I really particularly enjoy. The power is, as you may have seen, the body roll is really controlled in corners. NVH levels are very fair. It feels very pliant on the road, plus it's 4-wheel drive, so power is sent to, I believe power is sent to the front wheels mainly, and then if and when need be, to the rear as well. So it would be a 50-50 distribution there, but hardly, or I haven't felt anything or felt unsafe at any point in time, you know. So whether I was driving where it was a bit wet or whatever, I do feel confident in tackling whatever terrain or situation the car may find itself in. And yeah, this is how I really prefer to drive it. Just cruise, man. That's what SUVs are for. You just cruise. No need to be chasing real cars, no need to be going too quick. And for this purpose, well, I can't fault it anyway. It sports when I want it to be, compliant for daily drive, daily commute. I'm a happy man. I'm a happy man. And yeah, this is it for now, eh? Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that I missed. Sound system standard is also fairly good. Gets really loud. The Peter can't test it out, but good stuff. And don't mind the noise. The noise, yeah, due to the open sunroof. It's always open when I drive it, especially with the weather being like this. Yeah, it has to be open. There is no other way for me. That's just how I love it. That's just how I prefer it. Open boom. Oof. Wind blowing in my face, on my head. Ah, beautiful, man. I wouldn't possibly ask for more. Well, the only more I'd ask for is a cabriolet, but we're not there. So yeah, this beautiful. As the way downshift, seamless. You know, the upshifts are seamless, downshifts are seamless. It's just, you just need to modulate that gear 1 to 2 transition, and if you live with the car, then you'll know what to do. You know, and that's possibly the downside of this DSG box, DCT box. What am I referring to? Yeah. This is a DCT. I always refer to DSGs and whatnot. This is a DCT, and yeah, it's a beautiful one. It's a beautiful one, and yeah, beautiful landscape in front of us, beautiful houses, beautiful atmosphere, beautiful weather, beautiful car. What more can I ask for? What more could I possibly want? Niggas, nothing. I'm a happy man. Thank you so much. Is this it? Nah. Well, there is a curve on the road, so maybe let's keep going just so you can see the beautiful landscape, and maybe I'll just keep quiet. I don't know how loud the video is with the open sunroof and the open windows. Yeah, and there's I don't know, is it lane? Nah, it can't be lane departure. It's blind spot assist, I think. Yeah, so when a car comes through, then it flashes on the side mirror, so I can't see that. I forgot the terminology. It's either blind spot monitoring. Yeah, definitely is that. And I just like the fact that at any point, should I decide that now I want to go, then I can simply do so, like easy as that. Maybe let's overtake this guy over there. Just roll up the window slightly. And then we can try our luck on this curve and see how nicely weighted it is. Ah, man, it hangs onto the road beautifully. You know, these are the speeds. And yeah, so body roll is kept to a minimum for an SUV. and I could just keep on going. I literally could just keep on going and pressing it, you know. So yeah, great car, great. Everything is as proper as far as that is concerned. You can do that all day long, and yeah, quite a surprising result with that, you know, especially in these conditions. Great stuff, you know. I'll give it credit for that. Yeah, now we're done proper. Now driving impressions of the Hyundai through these beautiful sweeping roads. Okay, so far, okay, let's take the first corner. Okay, very composed for an SUV. Alright, very composed for an SUV. It feels very balanced. And then let's just maybe give it the beans. Yeah, definitely plenty of power, you know. Yeah, so basically it is able to hug this beautiful long curves or corners rather. Okay. Wow, okay, so yeah, incredible. So I think one thing that those 19-inch rims add is a bit of a sporty driving nature to the car. So it allows you to sort of like explore this type of roads, and it inspires confidence in you, so you can easily approach a corner like I am right now, and you simply just accelerate through it. You don't necessarily have to brake or anything like that. So a very big positive, a big plus for this car. And yeah, what about NVH levels at this sort of speeds? Because doing like 120, 100, they're quite good, and depending on the road surface and condition, of course. Yeah, I'm really quite satisfied so far, and I love the way it takes on these corners. Like, it's a big car, but it's able to do things that a particularly small car should be able to do with ease. So for an SUV, oh, okay, all right, yeah, cool stuff. So yeah, for an SUV, it really is quite compliant. It really stays tight in these corners, and there's always plenty of power should you decide to really want to explore these. So yeah, as I am taking each and every corner, I'm not really deaccelerating. I'm just either keeping it flat, or I'm slightly accelerating just to give it a bit of oomph. And yeah, it really does reward you nicely, you know. Steering wheel is also nicely weighted, to be honest. I really am not complaining there. Gearbox, yeah, it really loves doing this type of things, you know. When it changes down on upshifts, it's really quick, so I enjoy that as well. And yeah, we're currently in normal mode, so if I put it in sport, an even better experience, you know. The throttle response sharpens a bit, not so much as the steering feel or weight, but yeah, I don't think there is much to explore from that side. Yeah, the engine only becomes eager. Your steering wheel, your accelerator inputs also become yes, a bit more awake. Okay. Ah, beautiful. The way it's really hanging on, great. I don't feel like I feel very confident in the car, and also it's aided by the fact that it's a four-wheel drive option. So if ever I lose traction from the front wheels, then I can expect the rear ones to also come into play and really just yeah, take over. So that, in combination with the low profile tires and just the entire silhouette of the SUV, I think it really makes it a very engaging drive. So yeah, this I don't want to keep this video for too long, so I think this should be it for our driving impressions. So in closing, final thoughts on the car. I think it's a great SUV. It still looks really good. It is comfortable, it is quick, it is sporty, and all those things. Now let's look into pricing. So this particular one is the pre-facelift model. So you can find these with decent mileage on the clock for between 300 to 380,000. That equates to plus minus 7,000 per month. And yeah, that's just for paying the car. And then yeah, so that three engine choices that I can think of really quickly. You get a normally aspirated 2-liter engine, you get a 1.6 turbocharged petrol engine, and a 2-liter turbo diesel engine. I'd simply chuck out the normally aspirated 2-liter engine. Not that there's anything wrong with the car, I just want a bit of performance, and yeah, that may not cater for that. So check it out mainly for that, but it's a bulletproof engine. You should be happy with that as well. So it's now between the 1.6 turbo and the 2-liter diesel. Which one would I opt for? I think let me break it down like this. If you want something a bit more sporty, a bit more engaging, a bit more dynamic, you may lean towards the 1.6 turbo. It feels really light on its feet. It feels like it's ready to get up and going. That DCT gearbox really changes quickly and seamlessly. But there's a catch. There's a catch, a big catch. If you want to spend your time in traffic and so forth, I'd really stay away from that DCT box, because with all dual clutch transmission engines, they really don't like traffic conditions. They tend to be quite jerky and so forth. And even in the maintenance side of things, you really need to know how to drive it, because basically it's a yeah, it's a manual gearbox that is electronically operated. So it has things that might piss you off if you don't understand the tech that is used in them. And also to just, yeah, for reliability purposes, maybe don't even consider it if you're not really interested in those sort of things. Now, what is going for the 2-liter diesel is that it features a normal torque converter gearbox, and it's a normal 2-liter turbo diesel, which is, it's great. It's a great engine. It'll offer you lots of power, and you really can rest assured that the gearbox is bulletproof. It will not give you any issues whatsoever, even in the way you drive it. It behaves like a normal automatic, the ones that we grew up knowing and loving and so forth. So between these two, yeah, which one would I opt for personally? I think I'd go for the diesel. I'd take the diesel variant. It offers me the power, no DCT issues to possibly think of in the long term run, and maybe the fuel economy, which I'm not too sure where it averages. This I was able to get between 7 and 10, depending on the performance and the road conditions, and so forth. So yeah, this is it with my review. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, and if you're still watching at this point, you might as well subscribe. And please remember, subscribing is really free. It's just to ensure that the channel grows and reaches greater heights, so that we can really reinvest back into the channel and make it a really nice experience. So yeah, thank you so much for listening to me ramble. Yeah, I look forward to seeing you on the next one.